Hello everybody, welcome back to our channel. My name is Mike.
And Sham.
And in today's video, we'll be reacting to some tips of TikTok, like relationship goals or, what is it again? Dating tips and relationship advice from TikTok compilation.
Yeah.
We're going to see what they're advising and if we agree.
See if we agree or not.
If we agree, we agree. Then we'll explain our reasons. If we don't agree, same thing. We'll just explain our reasons.
It'd be interesting
it's gonna be a little
to see
different.
what other people have to say.
See what they got going on, you know what I mean? So,
if you want to see our reaction, keep on watching. And let's go.
And if you guys do enjoy this video, make sure to leave us a like, subscribe to our channel, and let us know if you want us to do some more.
Mistake for love. 1. Constantly
4 things
obsessing
people
over
mistake for
somebody
love.
and feeling incomplete when they're not around.
Okay, so she's saying that people think it's love when they obsess over a person and think they're constantly having to be around them.
So what do you think about that?
I agree.
You do?
Do you understand what she said?
No, I didn't. So I need you to explain it to
God.
me and to everybody else who don't understand.
She said 4 things people misinterpret for love.
Okay.
Obsessing over someone and thinking because they need to be around them all the time.
Oh,
that's
okay,
love.
no.
Oh my God.
You don't need to be around them all the time.
A little bit slow there.
You don't necessarily have to be around them all the time. You just, it's okay to be there, here and there, and sometimes spend a day completely with the person, but you don't have to be around them all the time.
Yeah, whenever somebody's obsessed with you, that's a red flag. Like, to that point. Yeah, that's a red flag. So that's not love.
Yeah.
2. Constantly sacrificing your needs for someone else.
Hey. Number 2, she said, if you're constantly having to sacrifice for that other person, then it's not love. I mean, it could be love, but it's a one-sided love. Because if you're the only one sacrificing for somebody, then...
What's the point of the relationship?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it could be love for that person.
Yeah.
That they feel like, oh, I'm doing all this to prove my love, but it's a one-sided situation.
Okay.
You gotta catch on a little faster.
Yeah, I have to. Okay. 3.
Happy feeling you get when your unhealthy wounds and coping mechanisms are enabled by somebody. And 4. Constantly trying to change your partner instead of loving them patiently as an imperfect person who's in their process.
We talked about this already before. You know,
and
being controlling is not, it's not something,
flag.
it's not something you want to be involved with.
Yeah.
You know, you want to be able to actually be, I don't want to say you want to be free because then you feel like there's no controlling.
There's compromise, but there's a difference between compromise and controlling. And it's in our red flag video. We'll link it right up here. But yeah, that's a red flag. That's not love.
Yep.
So somebody's controlling you. You'll know the difference between asking you to do something and controlling and you can't do anything type of situation. So yeah, that's the first video.
If my boyfriend doesn't text me all day long, that's fine. Honestly, we both live complex lives that make communicating difficult. But all I ask is that you send little updates so that I know you're thinking of me and that you're safe. And if you don't see the value in that...
Yeah, so...
We touched on that too.
We did. We actually touched about it.
It's funny that other people, see things the same way because it's like, I don't need to talk to you all day.
No.
Unless we have something to talk about. Like
I think even the other day, when was it? Was it yesterday? It might have been yesterday or Thursday. I can't remember. It's like we didn't even talk to each other until like late afternoon. It was like no morning text, no nothing. I mean, obviously she sees me leaving to go to work, but she didn't really bother. Like she didn't really text me because I think it was Wednesday. I was leaving and she was at work busy. So it's like.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with it. I want to know you're okay. Yeah. You made it where you're going. Stuff like that. Little check-ins if we need to. If something comes up during the day and we want to text about it, we'll text about it. But we don't need to be like, what are you doing right now? You didn't reply to my text.
You left me on red.
Now you get into an argument because it took too long to reply to the other person and stuff like that.
Or you left me on red, like my phone was open.
Yeah, we've been through that. I'm like, reply to me, it's an emergency.
Yeah, so.
That's good. Other people see it the same way.
Listen up. If you want to know what your relationship is made of and you don't want to become another divorce statistic, ask yourself, if all the other person could give you was their time, would you still give them yours?
It depends. There has to be some growth in there.
Yeah, it's like
time is beautiful, But what else? You just laying here on the couch all day?
Yeah, so
that's giving me your time.
That's not, you know what I mean? It's not fun, you know. And
there has to be something else with it.
You want to be able to do other things other than just lay in couch or lay in bed all day long.
I don't want you just in my house laying down all day.
Yeah,
like
it's my house too, young lady.
This is dating. This is not married.
All right.
But either way, there has to be something else with more than just time. Mm-hmm. Time is beautiful, but it comes with other things too.
Yep.
You say to a man, I feel so safe whenever I'm around you. Just saying that to a guy makes him feel like Superman. But more specifically, it makes him feel like Superman with you. Not everyone makes him feel that way. So if he feels that powerful with you, he's going to be drawn to you.
So slow down.
So when I tell you, I feel so safe. You make me feel so safe. You feel like Superman?
No, I can't stop a bullet. That's for sure. I'm not saying that, you know, times comes, I would jump in front of the bullet. But what I'm saying is,
it's not. He doesn't mean it like that. He
no,
just mean like safe in the relationship.
I feel like our relationship is safe in a way of like, I'm not saying that she can't find anybody else better than me. But what I'm saying is, we both feel comfortable the way we are. We don't want to go out and find something else.
Does it make you feel like Superman?
No.
Oh my God.
No. It's not Superman. It makes me feel good, the fact that she feels that way. It's not Superman. Like, I don't feel powerful. Like, oh yeah. No. I'm sorry, ladies.
Oh my God. That's a lie. I'm going to go comment on that guy's video. Nope, he doesn't feel that way.
No. Whoever sits there and be like, oh yeah, I feel powerful, you're lying to yourself.
Oh my God.
You're lying to yourself.
Just burst the bubble.
Yeah. This guy right here.
He's saying ways to compliment a guy, okay? That makes him feel like Superman.
If it makes him feel like Superman, that's on him.
Whatever float your boat.
Yep. Whatever floats your boat, brother.
The second way to compliment a guy is to talk about his hidden traits. Let's say a guy is good at the guitar. He's probably been complimented on that an awful lot. So when he goes and plays, everyone comes up to him and says, oh my God, you're so good, you're amazing at that. It loses its meaning after a while. So now when you compliment the guy on that thing, you're just like everybody else. But if you can compliment the trait that made him good at the guitar in the first place, he will be much more sentimental about that. So if it's just the discipline to keep playing every single day, even when it was hard to get to that point, that's something he's more likely to have meaning for than just being good at the guitar.
That's true, and that should go for male or female.
Yeah.
Like if everybody compliment, oh, your natural hair is beautiful. Okay. After a while, it's just like, okay.
Yeah.
But if you say something else, a little deeper, like
whatever product you're using on your natural hair is working.
I guess. Thanks. Something, I don't know.
It's the same thing.
All right,
for me.
I love that wash and go you did. You paid attention. You know it's a wash and go.
Yeah.
You know, what is this?
Wash and go.
How you know?
You just said it.
Oh my God. Epic.
Got her.
Epic fail.
Got her.
That was a fail.
But yeah, it's the same thing goes for me. For me, like if I find, like for example, photography, she has been pushing me to learn more and more, get deeper, and you know, the better I get, the more compliment I get from her, because obviously her opinion is what matters the most for me.
Yeah.
In my opinion, you know what I mean. So it's like,
that's why he said, like, get more specific. Like, I'm like, okay, I love the way you did that pose or that picture or the style of that, instead of just saying, oh, I like the way you take pictures.
yeah,
That's just general. That's just like, you know, doesn't make you extra special. Like, but if I get specific, like I did when you took those last pictures, I was like, oh, I like the way you did this one, and you know, yeah. So compliment your partner.
yeah.
Be more specific.
If you like what they're doing,
Yeah.
at least, you know, give them more
Define the
compliment.
traits that you
Yeah.
like and compliment that instead of broad. You look good today.
Okay. What makes me look good today?
Does everyone just want the next best thing? You know, everybody gets ghosted all the time and or is doing the ghosting, you know?
Yes, it's easier to reject people because we don't necessarily have to do it in person. But even then, like, people talk about ghosting, like, oh, why is ghosting such a thing these days? when was ghosting not a thing? When was, like, we literally can watch movies from the 50s where the woman sees the guy and she's like, sees him in the street and she's like, why didn't you call?
Right.
That's ghosting.
I guess we just couldn't watch them on social media also living out their best
Correct.
life on top of the fact they were getting ghosted, so it hurts more.
You could pretend to yourself they died.
I hope they died.
And are literally ghosting. That's where it started. You hoped that they died. You called them a ghost.
Right. They were a literal ghost.
Okay, so have you ever gotten ghosted where you gave somebody your number and they never called back?
Maybe, but I never. Okay. Let me.
People just gotta be like, it wasn't meant to be.
Yeah, so
if
like
you got ghosted, it wasn't meant to be.
If I gave the person my number and they never call me, I mean,
yeah,
okay,
it's a choice. Like,
yeah,
here's my number if you would like.
I'm not paying for your phone bill, so
right.
I'm not making your own decisions. So whatever you decide to do, that's on you.
They're already trying to control. Like, you have to call me. Like,
no.
Too many people mistake the binge and crash cycles of serotonin, dopamine, and oxytocin, all of these brain chemicals that fire off in your brain in the first 6 months of a relationship or the honeymoon phase. It's the same as when you're taking drugs, what it releases. And you're mistaking that for falling in and out of love. But that's not what that is. And if you're looking for your relationship to keep your brain on a constant high, you're not looking for love. You're looking for addiction.
I get what he's trying to say, but his explanation was just like, okay. It's basically he's talking about infatuation. A lot of time people misinterpret infatuation for real love. And those first few weeks or days when they're all head over heels for that person, but is that enough to like sustain long term, or is it what they really want long term? Probably not. So he's talking about infatuation. I don't know if I would explain it like drugs, but hey, I got what he was trying to say.
Yeah.
Let's have a conversation y'all aren't ready to hear yet. There is a huge difference between saying I love you and I like you. A lot of people in relationships like to rush to say I love you and then get mad when their partner doesn't want to say it back yet. But what they're not realizing is me saying I like you can be way more flattering than me saying I love you. Because I can love you and not like you. You know how many family members you have that you love but you don't like? Just because I love you doesn't mean
that was deep.
That is pretty true though. That is pretty true.
I can love you, but I like you.
Yeah.
That is so true though. You want to like the person you're really. You want to like the person you want to be with for a long time.
True.
I like to spend time with you. But if I say I like you, that means I actually like you and like spending time with you. So if anything, you should be more flattered that I'm actually telling you that I like you instead of just rushing to say I love you and not meaning it.
Yeah.
Being able to say I love you to your partner takes time. We have to have gone through some things so that I know we have resilience in our relationship to last. So me saying I like you means we are on a good track to seeing if I actually love you. So with that being said, please stop being so pressed about saying I love you. Thank you for your time.
Oh my God, that was good. That was a good one.
Good.
What do you think?
I think he's right. It's just
You hit the nail on the head with that.
because I think even when we first started, I never said I liked you. Oh, I loved you right away. I said I liked you.
Shit, I don't even remember the first time.
You have to be able to like the person in order for you to love that person.
Yeah, you want, like he said, me saying I like you mean I want to be around you more.
Yeah.
I enjoy spending time with you.
Exactly.
You know, I like being around you. So yeah, you have to like the person.
You have to be able to like.
A lot of people are together. They don't like each other.
Yes.
They're just together. It's like, do you even like being around each other?
Yeah.
You're just trying to get away from that person all the time.
So.
Yeah.
Right, here's a weird psychological trick to help you get over that breakup. I get it. The flowers are dead, all the chocolates have been eaten, and it's time to get over that heartache from Valentine's Day. Well, so our brains are really unique because we only remember things that are associated with high emotion. Now, it could be good emotion, it could be negative emotion, doesn't really matter. It just will remember if we've had a lot of emotion associated with something. So relationships obviously generally have both. You know, you have good experiences that are high emotion, and then you have maybe negative experiences that are high emotion as well. So your brain tends to remember all these things. And getting over that can be very difficult. Now, here is a trick that you can use to help you get over that person very quickly. And that is to do something in a creative manner that's going to give you something that you want. So maybe you play music, maybe you write poetry, maybe you work good, maybe you're a day trader. Doesn't matter what you do, just get into work and focus on something that you want while you're working. Good luck.
I mean, I don't think that's a trick. It's just like
I think it's
strategy.
I think it's more of a distraction.
Yeah,
it's like, you know,
maybe you want to work out. You just decide, let me focus on my fitness while
exactly.
I work
So
on getting
it's the
over
same
something.
thing. You know, you just try to find something to distract yourself from what you had
and
before.
eventually
you'll forget about it, and you're
like,
more focused
why
on
was I
something
even
else,
crying over that
and actually getting yourself to be in a better position. You know what I mean?
You
So
have
it's
to
like
move on,
just try to practice of being able to be focused on something else.
Yeah.
Because if you're always just coping and just upset about the whole situation,
sitting in a dark room crying all day,
that's not gonna fix it.
Yeah, that ain't gonna.
That is not gonna fix it. What's gonna fix it is, for one, learn your mistakes. What did you do wrong? I'm not saying that
If
you
you
did
did
wrong.
something
If you
wrong.
did something wrong, because like a lot of people, like me, when I was younger, and I always went through a breakup, like I would always ask, what did I do wrong so I can do better for the next person? You know what I mean? So it's like,
yeah, and it doesn't have to be anything like terrible. It could be the way you dealt with conflict or the way you communicate or something. Maybe just kind of look through that relationship, like, what were the things? Did I miss some red flags? Did I skip over some red flags? You just evaluate, I would say, the relationship and see what it was.
you want to hear something funny?
What?
One of my ex-girlfriends told me that I had to stop playing video games too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dang.
And I never stopped because I made somebody who cared.
Willing to compromise.
Yeah, exactly. It was willing to compromise. So, hey,
it's not that big of a deal.
You weren't ready.
I mean,
to
you compromised with the amount of time you were playing it. So to me, compromise.
Yeah.
I compromise with that's something he likes to do.
I mean,
he
yes,
compromise with the amount of time he spent doing it.
I did take that into consideration because, like, I felt that, like, you know, I was heavily into video games, but I didn't want to cause another breakup. Exactly. I wanted something to be for long term, so I actually sat there.
Yeah, you sacrifice and I sacrifice, and that's just
worried about our relationship more than just worrying about the games. You know, so it's.
And you were young. I can look back and be like, yeah, you were 19. I mean, what else are you supposed to be doing?
True.
Tips for a long-lasting relationship? Why, yes, indeed. Not only have I been with my husband for 14 years, but we haven't had a fight in 5.
Damn. 5 years without no arguments?
So first of all, understand how to not turn little things into big fights, which means you have to know how to manage your thoughts and your emotions, and also your impulse. You know that impulse to say the stuff that comes to your head without really thinking about it first? Yeah, I used to have that one too. So in order to do that, you must start meditating because it's going to reduce your anxiety, stress, and fear. You know those emotions that you kind of vomit on your partner whenever they get overwhelming? Deal with that shit, my love.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
So she said it. Deal with that shit. Just that simple. Deal with it.
Yep. We've touched on it. I don't know. Did we do a full-on video?
I don't think we did.
Dealing with or communicating or something.
I think we did.
But we've touched on everything like a little bit at some point.
Yeah.
But we said it like we don't argue and just disrespect the other person. Say whatever. I'll get silent. I'll be the silent person who need to process what I'm upset about. Like, I'm not just gonna say everything that comes. Nope. Emotions, you gotta control that thing.
Yeah.
That's what she said. That's a good tip right there.
I think I don't know if I've talked about it, but I had a manager once. He always told me this. He's like, he told me this one time, and ever since then, like, it just stuck with me. You know, just count to 10. Think about the questions or think about the thoughts you're about to say or do before you do it. If it sounds good or if it sounds reasonable and it makes sense to you, go for it.
Once you say it, can't take it back.
Yep.
Can't take it back.
Just like the internet, once you post it, will not be able to take it back. Nothing's out
Twitter
there.
be like, is this you? You remember when you said that?
That's messed up.
All right, what healthy love actually looks like. 1, it looks like being happy and fulfilled within yourself and supporting your partner in the same, rather than expecting the other person to be the one who makes you happy. 2, it looks like seeing the other person for who they are right now in the moment, rather than comparing them to who you want them to be or an idea you have in your head.
Yeah, absolutely true.
On point.
On point.
You gotta be happy with yourself.
Yep.
If you don't love yourself, can't expect somebody to love you.
Nope.
So if you feel like you're not there yet, take some time.
Yep.
Work on you. I don't understand how people just be hopping to the next relationship. Like, take a moment.
Yeah.
Take a second. figure out some stuff with yourself first
Exactly.
before you decide to move on to another relationship. Oh, she was saying like accept the person for what they are right now.
Oh, accept the person for who they are.
Yeah, who they are right now,
Yes.
not just in your head of what
what
you want them to
exactly,
be. Like you got to go through a journey, not just expect them to be the magical person or the perfect person that you want them to be overnight.
Exactly.
Like accept.
It's
I'm
just
falling
like
in love with the person I met.
yeah.
And then as we grow and get better, then that love will get stronger.
And that person will evolve to a better person. You can't
just
force the person to be who you want them to be.
Yep.
You have to be able to let them force themselves to be who you expect them to be.
Hallelujah.
Right?
Hallelujah.
Okay.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
3, it looks like creating a safe space for both of you to heal and grow together rather than trying to fix everything.
Yep. 4, grow together.
Yep.
She said it.
It's just like that one guy said, just compliment the person so they can make themselves feel like they Superman. For me, I just like for it to be
motivation.
Like, yeah, it's more of a motivation for me to keep doing what I'm doing because I know I'm doing something right.
Yep.
And it's not so much of making myself feel like I'm Superman. It's more of less like being able to know that I'm doing something right and it's going on the right move.
Yeah.
4, it looks like seeing conflict and triggers as an opportunity to learn about the other person and practice patience, curiosity, and empathy.
Yeah, and talk things through.
Yeah.
Not just argue and yell and scream and throw things. Like, if something upsets you, you talk about it.
Exactly.
You express to the person why I felt this way, and your partner should be able to receive it, give their thoughts on the situation if needed, and grow together. Not just feel like everything is just, most people just want to fight.
Yeah.
It's not communicating in a way where they can grow from it.
Yeah.
5, it looks like speaking your needs freely and listening when the other person speaks their needs. Love is about being seen and heard and seeing and hearing the other person.
That's it.
That's it. So yeah, what she said, I agree with 100%. You have to be able to listen to your partner, which ties into the one she said before that.
Yeah.
With, you have to be able to listen and hear your partner. That's the only way you're gonna grow.
Yeah,
if I have to say the same thing over and over and you're not hearing what I'm saying, we're just gonna be stuck in one spot.
Yeah. So it has to be able to
on both sides.
On both sides, it has to be able to click. Okay, she already told me once. And I'm not trying to say that you should be treating one another like they little kids, but what I'm saying is something has to click to say I'm doing something wrong and it's not making her happy.
Yeah.
You have to be able to learn from that own mistake and flip that switch so you can actually make each other happy.
Yep.
Because at the end of the day, she's going to have your back and he's going to have your back, or she and she's going to have your back, or he and he is going to have your back. But, at the end of the day, like I said, just listen. Just listen and pay attention.
Yeah. Even when they think you're not paying attention, pay attention.
Pay attention.
He's good at doing that. Yes. So yeah, that was our first reaction.
Yeah, that was our first reaction.
Wasn't
as
bad.
far as
some good
what
tips
people
out
would
there.
think. Yeah, it's tips that we've talked about,
talked
which is
about.
pretty good.
Good to know other people see things that way when it comes to relationships and stuff. You don't know if other people have similar opinions and stuff. So that was good. I like what most of them said. Yeah.
We trying to do more of these sort of. I know we talked about that we're starting a new chapter or a new episode of certain things.
But we're going to throw these in there too.
We are going to try to split it up a little bit. If you guys feel like we should just, on the next episodes, we decide to just throw everything in. As far as every week, back to back to back, so you guys can understand.
Let us know in the comments what you like to see from us. Do you like these reaction videos, the games, the
pranks?
Not the pranks.
The pranks.
The relationship topics. What parts you got like, and if you have any questions or want us to talk about something, don't forget you can leave a comment down below.
Yes.
That helps us with our content. So,
correct.
Yeah.
Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, again, like I said before, like our video, subscribe down below if you haven't done so. Share this with somebody who may need some help, need some guidance. Have them push them over to our side.
Yep.
Let them subscribe to us so it'll actually be helpful. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.